Good afternoon. I am interviewing and having a nice chat with Pam Evans from the Family Service and Guidance, and she is going to give us a little bit of information for topsports.news about the challenges in parenting during COVID and beyond. So, welcome, Pam.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, we're going to talk a little bit about what it was like parenting in COVID and how it has morphed now into parenting post COVID, because there are a lot of different nuances to all of that, and it's not over in terms of parenting. The parenting with COVID is still there. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you would like to tell us about parenting during COVID.
Sure. So I think if you don't mind, I'm going to start off just by reminding your folks a little bit about FSGC. We specialize in treating kids who are dealing with challenges with mental health issues. Could be anxiety, depression, ADHD, substance use, behavioral challenges. You name it. If it falls in those categories, that is what we specialize here in Topeka with FSGC. And yeah, you're right. You're right, Sherry. Even before COVID, I mean, good grief, parenting's difficult to start with. It is no cakewalk. But during and after the pandemic, I think it's just even gotten more and more challenging. But I'm happy to say that, beyond before COVID, through it and past the pandemic's portion of it, we continue to see the need and want to support families, parents, caregivers with those challenges. And we have a few different ways, tools to do that. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today.
That is awesome. And I know that you all do a great work in the community and that you help a lot of kids and a lot of parents, because, the parents need as much help and guidance as the kids do, because it is a challenge. I know from personal experience with my daughter that, there's resources out there that need to be addressed and that parents really need. And it's, in regular times, pre-COVID times, that was as challenging, but it's even more challenging now. So we're glad that you are here to do that. And can you tell us some ways that you can help some of those folks?
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, want to talk just a little bit about our Ask a Child therapist. It is really, it's a video series. Each month we select a topic that is related to kids' mental health. For example, this month is youth substance use. So one of our mental health professionals will record 3 or 4 shorter videos and answer parents and caregivers questions about the topic, and maybe give some useful tips and advice for parents, for caregivers on those topics. And what's beautiful about the kind of the way we have it set up, we post those on Facebook, on our Facebook page. There's all kinds of educational information out there. And we also post it to our website. So we're creating a library because we've been doing this for a while in a variety of different ways, having to adapt with COVID and all that good stuff. But the end all be all goal is for us to provide some support, some resources to parents who just might not know what to do anymore. They've tried everything. So to give you an idea, I mentioned this month is youth substance use. November's topic is mental health medications, fact versus fiction. There's all kinds of different thoughts out there, but we will get the facts from Dr. Chip Milhuff, who is our medical director. December is kids, social media, and gaming. So yeah, that is a big struggle. And I think it's all of these topics are. So, that's just kind of a snippet of where we're at in the year. But just being able to help support parents, that's what this Ask a Child Therapist series is intended to do.
So if you have a parent who is interested in finding out more information about this month's resources,
Mhm.
how would they go about contacting you and getting that information?
Absolutely. I would recommend if they are on social media, best place to start would be our Facebook page, Family Service and Guidance Center's Facebook page. If you scroll, if it ends up raining and cold this weekend, you can you can just kind of scroll and see those videos. And if there's a particular topic that your child is struggling with, we probably have the resources, whether it be on the Facebook page, or on our website as well.
Okay. And can you tell us what that website address is?
Yeah. So you just nice segue. Thank you. You're just making it easy for me. Uh, so I mentioned we record these different videos and topics, and we have a web page, and it's our parenting resources web page at fsgctopeka.com/resources. And you can find all kinds of videos about past topics to give you an idea of what kinds of other topics are there. ADHD, anger management, anxiety, how to talk to your kids about suicide. Let's see, depression, bullying, grief and mourning. Um,
You have the whole package, in
We
other
really,
words.
really do. And you can scroll on down that page and click on the videos that interest you, and just use that page as a resource for sure.
And I think a lot of parents out there are looking for those resources, and they might be reluctant to actually make the phone call for help until they read and watch some of those videos and look at some of those resources and think, oh, this really fits. So I'm going to make this phone call. And I would encourage anybody watching this, if you are um, if you're reluctant to make that phone call, don't be, because you are not alone out there. There are so many parents who are struggling and so many things going on with social media and those types of things now that they need the resources, and they should not. I mean, I would hope that they would reach out to you all because it's very important, and it is not a stigma that is something you need to worry about. You just reach out for the help.
Right. And I liken it a lot of times as I'm talking with folks. If your child falls down and breaks an arm, you'll take them to the doctor. If they're having difficulty seeing the whiteboard, you take them to an eye doctor. Mental health is absolutely no different. But unfortunately, over the years, there's the stigma. But if there's one thing that came with COVID, I think, boy, have we talked a lot about it. And because unfortunately, a lot of folks dealt with depression and that social isolation.
Mm.
I think the stigma is less, but it's still hard to make that first call.
Absolutely. And that's why I would hope folks would be watching this would think, okay, it is okay to make that call. We need some help.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've watched it personally with my daughter and the five boys, and the adoption of the three that were had trauma, and they've been dealing with that a lot. And I mean, I've learned a lot from her to know that this is a really good topic for y'all to put out there, because it's so important. So is there anything else that you would like to tell us about
Yeah.
today?
One other thing, you kind of hit on it, how difficult it is to make the call. You know, a lot of times parents also will wonder, oh, well, is this just typical teenage behavior? Or is it something more? Should I be concerned about it? One other tool that we have on our website, it is a kids mental health quiz that parents, caregivers can hop on the website. The direct link to this quiz is fsgctopeka.com/quiz. Funny enough. Um, and let me stress, it is not a diagnostic tool. However, it will give you an idea. It will ask you a lot of questions, but it will give you a gauge of, is the behavior, the cumulative answers, is it something to worry about that you might reach out, maybe you should reach out for additional support or not.
Right.
So, I encourage folks, if you're worried, go through this quiz. And again, it's just a tool and for parents. But like you said, if your child is struggling, please don't wait for it to get better. It's a lot of times, unfortunately, it won't. It might go the other way, unfortunately. Um, Reach out to our main number, call our main number at 785-232-5005, or you can always go on the website. There is a how to get started button on the website. You can fill in the information and we call you to get the process started. So thank you for having me, Sherry. And
Absolutely. Thank you for the
we're
wonderful
here for the community, for the kids and the families. So really, really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. And we'd like to thank you. And you've done a couple of other videos with us. And so if you're watching this one now and you want to see what else Pam has talked to us about, you can go to topsports.news and learn more about top sports, but you can also learn more about what Pam has had conversations with us about. So we thank you for taking time for us today and wish you well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.